Over the last couple of weeks, you might have received emails from the Power Platform informing that one of your flows or more may need some attention and maintenance. At a quick glance, it looks like a simple effort. Just copy the new URL and apply it where it's needed. But that's not always the case now, is it? How can you make sure you got all the instances handled? Hi, I'm Bruno and welcome to the Power Minute. Today's topic is time sensitive. By November 30th, 2025, your processes will break if you haven't updated your URLs accordingly. To make things more complicated, only the flow owners will receive emails for the affected flows. There could be dozens, if not hundreds of flows that need to be updated, and he only handled a handful. So how can we be sure that we got a clear list of flows that need to be fixed? Yes, well, this is where documentation would be quite handy if it was built up to shape. But if you don't have it, that's too late for it. And even if you have documentation, you have to go through all of the projects and through all of the documentation to make sure you got all the flows. So what can we do? Well, we can explore the default solution instead and get some answers from it. So let's get started. And we will go today to the default solution. So every environment has a default solution. That's where everything sits, including other projects. And you can consider it as the main bucket where everything in the environment is. And as it loads, what we want to prepare ourselves for is that we want to find which flows are relevant. Sure, we can look at the flow section and explore each flow one by one, but that will take quite a bit of time, assuming that you got quite a bit of stuff on your environment. What we want to do instead is to go to tables. So let's go to tables. And on tables, we want to search for process or workflow. Over here, you'll see that this table has all of the flows that we require. So we'll find the process table over here, also known as workflow in the internal name. Of course, if you have your environment on a different language, try workflow as it's the internal name. And we can click on process. So from here, we can see the data and filter it. So what we want to make sure is that we edit our view. Over here, we want to make sure we got client data added as a view. And over here, what we want to do on client data is to filter it. We'll use the contains filter and we'll apply the following filter. So I'm going to copy paste it, but I'm also going to spell it out for you. You want to double quotes type, double quotes, semicolon, double quotes request, double quotes, comma, double quotes kind, double quotes, semicolon, double quotes HTTP, double quotes. And we will apply this filter. This will be enough to filter out all the flows that have an HTTP step as a trigger, and by extension, all the flows that will require to be updated. Great! Now we're confident which flows need to be reviewed. Now for the second half of the challenge, and here is where the road splits. If you hard-coded your values, you'll need to manually find where those URLs are and update them case by case. If you developed with ALM and best practices in mind, you used environment variables. In that case, stick around for a while longer as I've got a few insights for you. While still on the default solution, look for the following table, environment variable value. So let's take another step back and find our tables. You can just search it over here and we want environment variable value. Okay, we want to see the data available and we will also update the view to include its definition field and value field. So let's go inside the table. Again, let's press the edit button from your data so we can apply the filters that we wanted. So I mentioned environment, definition value, definition and value over here. There they are. Let's add them. And now under the definition, make sure it's there. Definition will filter again with a contains, so we can have a partial query. and we will search for logic.azure.com. So contains, not contains data. Press apply, and we've got nothing in this case. Great, that means I don't need to apply this variable. But on your case, well, you might find it, and for each row, you'll know where your environment variables need to be updated. This is as far as I can help you. Now it's up to you to check each environment and review the affected flows. Remember, these fixes can be a simple value change or imply a whole new deployment. So act early so nothing breaks by the end of November. See you next time.